So I'll call the meeting to order at 6:30. Let's start with the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Just so everyone knows, it's going to be an informative meeting tonight. We actually do not have a quorum, so we will not be voting on any of the matters, but we do have some individuals here that are going to present some information to us. So at that, I will turn it over and give you the floor.
For the record, Chris Anderson with Hannigan Engineering, here with for tonight for a preliminary subdivision off of Highland Ave. It's currently known as 39 Highland Ave. With me tonight is also Ernie Martineau. He is charge of the C-1 contracting. He is the applicant. So we're here before you tonight for a preliminary subdivision for 6 new house lots off of Highland Ave. The property is at 39 Highland Ave. Historically, it did have an existing house on it, but the house was kind of falling apart, so it was demoed for safety purposes. So it's approximately a 14-acre parcel. There are several areas of poor revegetated wetland on the property. We do have one major system that runs along the west side of the property and has a little bit of a finger inlet that goes up into the property itself. In addition to that, there is an isolated wetlands near the front of the property. I did walk the site to try to figure out what was going on over there. It's kind of a chicken out of the egg. There is currently an old cart road that kind of runs between the two wetlands. It's hard to say if way back when somebody filled in a wetland and put a cart road in, or they put in the cart road and everything kind of just backed up. In addition to that, there is a other wetland on the east side that's located off locus itself. So it's the intent to construct a 795-foot long subdivision roadway, which would extend into the property and provide access to 6 individual lots. So it complies with the 800-foot rule under the regulations. Proposed road would be about 24 feet in wide because it's considered a lane, as it has less than 10 residential lots on it. And it will have a 57-foot radius cul-de-sac terminals and to allow vehicles to turn around and exit the site. Relative to the layout of the site, we're proposing to have 2 house lots located near the front of the property. Lot 1 is the larger portion of the property, has about 6.25 acres. A lot of it's wetland, but we're locating the house just in the general area where the old house used to be. The second lot, lot 6, would be on the opposite side of the road, and there would be 4 house lots kind of towards the end of the subdivision. Relative to utilities, we would tie into the municipal sewer system within Highland Ave, as well as the water system. We did have a couple brief conversations with the water department, and we're working with them to figure out how to tie in. Turns out that's the water main that feeds the majority of the town. So they're going to want a very robust connection. So we've already been in contact with them about that process. Relative to stormwater, we're proposing to utilize several catch basins, which will direct runoff towards a dry detention basin near the entranceway. As part of the overall design, we are requesting a waiver specifically from the 50-foot offset rule for a detention basin to a property line. It's only exclusively to the lines that we're creating. So we did set it back enough off of the existing property lines. Based on our interpretation of what the intent was, you just didn't want to put a detention basin right next to somebody's property. So we've set back everything at least 50 feet from the existing property lines. However, there would be a less than 50-foot setback from our proposed right-of-way line. And that would discharge to that dry detention basin. We have done a preliminary drainage plan and grading and calculations to determine how it's going to work out. That basin will handle the majority of the runoff from the subdivision. And we would, as part of the final design of the houses, incorporate other smaller features in and around the lots to try to break it up a little bit. With that being said, we would also be filing with the Conservation Commission ultimately for a notice of intent for the road. We would ideally do the lots individually after that, so that they're not all lump summed into one and there's not multiple partial certificates being released. So with that being said, I know this is informal, it is a preliminary, so it's kind of in a weird state of being a real hearing versus not. But we would look to see any initial feedback or concern relative to this project.
I can tell you that I provided plans to water, sewer, electric. No negative comments.
About fire. Well,
I believe I did give fire and police a copy too.
okay,
And honestly, I don't have anything in from fire yet, but Dave was out.
I may be concerned about that, about,
Yeah, usually if it follows the zoning,
Yeah, they have enough, and that's, we just kind of like, run it by them, make sure everything looks good for that, and.
but he should be back this week, so I can catch up on.
Sure.
where did you say the drainage basin was?
It's going to be located near the intersection with Highland Ave. So the topography of the land generally slopes from the south easterly corner towards the wetland and ultimately into a drainage pipe that goes under Highland Ave and continues on its way north.
Mhm.
So everything flows in that general direction. So that's where we're going to put putting the basin.
Yes.
Hi, Jessica Case, Templeton Conservation Agent. Can you explain a little bit more where the detention basin is in relation to the A-series wetland that was found? Because my map, it looked like it was on top of it, and I'm sure it isn't, but.
Porch over at the bottom of the basin would be, the berm would be sitting on top of it. So because it's a general low point, that's where we're putting it. We're proposing to put a replication area right next to it along the A series. Based on what we can see, and what we believe is happening out there, seems to be some kind of a hydraulic connection, be it either general overland or a small pipe that's been crushed over time that connects the two wells. So proposing to put a new replication area in that general location.
And make the A-series the detention basin instead?
Not trying to say it like that, but yes, there would be a detention basin in that area.
It's okay to say it like that. I looked like the detention basin was on top of the,
Yeah.
what was it? Okay.
But the basin would be slightly elevated above the well. So, and then there will be a sub drain system in it to ensure that it does drain down appropriately and whatnot.
Thank you.
Excellent. Any other questions this time? Yes.
I do have one other question. In subdividing the existing parcel into, is it 6 lots?
Yes.
Did you consider the definition of lot area in the bylaws that requires 80% of each lot?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. That was
because that lot on the left, the one that's largest,
yep. So that one has about 2.7.
thank you.
This time, I don't have any questions. Anything else we can think of from the?
I would accept the plans, the preliminary plans, plan on it being on the next meeting also.
Mm.
Giving Mr. Machete and Mr. Caruso a moment to look at it. They can watch and sign.
Sure.
Watched.
Sure.
Everybody had a copy, like I said, emailed to them.
Right.
Also,
And then also peer review.
we'll talk about that at the next meeting.
Okay, see. So sorry, we can't do more for you tonight,
No.
but at least it's a start. We can look at it, get some more information on it. And we'll make sure the other members see this. So I guess we don't need to do anything official, just accept him and that's it.
Accept the packets.
So consider this just the acceptance hearing.
Sure.
Plan on having the real hearing.
No, it doesn't have to be a hearing because it's preliminary.
Yeah.
So
We just need a vote to say yes, no, yes with conditions. Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, everything seems like it's, in order with our bylaws and things like, I don't see any major, red flags with it, so. I mean, for the most part, shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. Thank you. I guess that's about all we can do, right? We can't really do much of anything, right?
Too much of it.
Sure. I was gonna vote us all raises tonight, Dennis, but I guess we can't do that, can we? Well, I was gonna vote raises for all of us tonight, but I guess we can't do that. There we go. Yep, vacation time and raises, that's what I was gonna vote, but,
Oh, really?
yep, so I guess we're not getting those. So I guess,
I was just gonna tell you to hang on to those packets, bring them home with you,
Sure.
study out those, but
Sure. And we
I'll
can,
get a hold of Mr. Caruso.
sure. Thank you very much, gentlemen, have a great night, thank you.
Thank you.
Can't vote on adjournment, so I guess we're just,
Meeting closed at.
Meeting adjourned.